10 best places to visit in South Carolina. The fabulous state of South Carolina is bordered through Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and the Atlantic Ocean. Within its borders, you will discover beautiful beaches, countrywide forests, thriving cities, conventional villages, and plenty of southern charm. Coastal destinations are a top select for plenty, but South Carolina is likewise a nature lover's dream getaway. As you plan your journey to the Palmetto State, make sure to check out this listing of pleasant places to visit in South Carolina. 10. Columbia. Many visitors take time to discover Columbia, the state capital of South Carolina and its largest city. The two largest attracts to the location consist of the Army base called Fort Jackson and the sprawling campus of the University of South Carolina. If you're inquisitive about structure and history that predates the Civil War, then take a look at the Hampton-Preston Mansion and Gardens. Built in 1818, this antebellum shape is lovely, and you could nevertheless excursion the indoors to look among the unique furniture. If you're keen to snag a few souvenirs, 5 Points is a terrific purchasing vacation spot in Columbia, full of independent shops and boutiques. 9. Keysers Head State Park. One of the maximum interesting and scenic spots in South Carolina is Keysers Head State Park. The park is located inside the northernmost part of the country, right at the border with North Carolina. Keysers Head itself is a giant rock formation that overlooks the whole Plymouth Place below. Hiking is the most popular activity at Keysers Head State Park, and shorter trails like the Ravencliff Falls are an easy opportunity for folks that want a quick introduction to the landscape. Fishing and a single-day camping and recognizing hawks migrating in the fall are other awesome methods to enjoy the park. 8. Pawleys Island. In the Grand Strand region of South Carolina, and right on the coast, is Pawleys Island. This slice of paradise is a retreat in which you may unwind, stay lively, and kick back on beautiful seashores. Long preferred with the aid of the wealthy, Pawleys Island is an upscale spot for the one searching for a South Carolina getaway. Litchfield Beach is a huge attraction, imparting glorious sand dunes and an extended stretch of pristine white coastline. Also appealing are the many Gulf guides, some of which give unprecedented sea views right from the Tees. 7. Congaree National Park. Just outside of the capital city of Columbia is the Congaree National Park. Named for the Congaree Indians that after lived and fished inside the area, the countrywide park is an exciting blend of forested location and floodplain swampland. Here, you may locate some of the biggest cypress bushes within the world, which are properly worth a go-to. Birdwatching is any other popular hobby, with lots of songbirds and the occasional hawk to be noticed. Most trails are for hiking. However, the Cedar Creek Canoe Trail is a unique manner to explore the landscape from the water. 6. Mount Pleasant. One of the higher acknowledged suburbs of Charleston is Mount Pleasant. The Ravenel Bridge, an iconic part of the town, links the two destinations. Mount Pleasant is often residential, but it has a lot to provide visitors as well. Notably, Mount Pleasant is domestic to the Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum. This museum boasts retired Navy ships, lots of which may be toured along with the World War II plane carrier U.S. Yorktown. Mount Pleasant is also a great region to get outdoors, and the Taking Walks paths at Mount Pleasant Memorial Waterfront Park and Shem Creek Park are scenic locations to do exactly that. 5. Greenville. While a whole lot of South Carolina has a historic, traditional feel, Greenville is the present-day, innovative opportunity. The city is regularly defined as the melting pot of the Old South and the New South, and it boasts a growing cultural landscape. On your go-to, you would possibly prefer to explore the Greenville County Museum of Art or catch a traveling Broadway display on the Peace Center Theater. Don't leave without taking the time to go to Falls Park on the Reedy, a simply stunning park right within the center of the metropolis that capabilities and considerable waterfall. This park is virtually the heart of Greenville and became in truth the birthplace of the metropolis itself. 4. Beaufort. The coastal town of Beaufort is simply off the intracoastal waterway, and it has a history dating back to the Spanish exploration of the early 16th century. Today, Beaufort is thought for its ancient structure and southern charms. A splendid region to start is at the Beaufort History Museum, or you may see what an antebellum mansion gave the look of with an excursion of the John Mark Verdier House. Walk through Beaufort's historic district to appreciate more of the city's structure, and then forestall in at one of the fascinating cafes for a glass of sweet tea to settle down. 3. Hilton Head Island. Just north of Savannah, Georgia, is the picturesque Hilton Head Island. This barrier island is most effective 12 miles, 19 kilometers, long, but it has earned a popularity as a playground for individuals who love warm climate, fantastic seashores, and an abundance of golfing guides. While the rich and famous own a whole lot of the nearby assets, especially in the upscale neighborhood of Harbor Town, there are nonetheless over 9 miles of public access coastline available. There are also numerous bike paths, infinite golf guides, and the Palmetto Dunes Tennis Center that is regarded as one of the excellent tennis schooling centers within the global. Don't forget to add a dolphin watching excursion for your itinerary, as dolphins are noticed all through the year from just off the coast. 2. Myrtle Beach. More than 14 million people at 12 months come to Myrtle Beach, and it is simple to see why. The coastal hotspot boasts extraordinary beaches, blue waters, and shiny white sand. Sunrise and sundown offers astonishing perspectives that genuinely can't be beat. What virtually units Myrtle Beach aside is that it has some of large points of interest just off of the seashore. Mini golfing guides, Ripley's Aquarium, and Limitless Dinner Theater suggests offer fun out of the solar. After dark, the first-rate place to be is Broadway at the beach, the large collection of bars and restaurants in which you may usually find something amusing to do. 1. Charleston. One of the maximum famous tourist destinations inside the South, Charleston is an ancient port metropolis full of antebellum structures. Its historic downtown is on a peninsula shaped by rivers, the Ashley and the Cooper, flowing into the Atlantic, and protected from the open ocean by using surrounding islands. Fort Sumter, on hand by means of a ferry from Charleston, is a critical Civil War landmark. Make your manner to the French Quarter to locate the Huguenot Church and numerous notable art galleries. If you would really like to see a number of the maximum crucial websites right now and revel in a heavy dose of allure on the identical time, bear in mind a conventional carriage tour through the metropolis. The market as any other ought to see appeal bordered with the aid of shops, restaurants, and nightlife. Together, they've greater than 630 kilometers of hiking trails for traffic to discover, as well as 9 swimming areas, 23 campsites, and countless scenic drives and picnic sites. Very mountainous and hilly, they are home to adorable antique growth forests, with 600 kilometers of effervescent streams and rivers coursing through the dense undergrowth. Due to all the untouched and unspoiled nature, Ozark National Forest is an extraordinary location to hike or mountain motorbike. Swimming, fishing, and boating may be loved on its lovely waterways. Many humans camp in the wooded area if you want to awaken to the wonderful timber and herbal splendor